Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the most important few minutes of your life. This is a pyramid scheme, just like the U.S. government, only better. In the U.S. government, you have the President on top. Next is the Vice President and Speaker of the House. Then the Senate and agencies under the Vice President. You have the House and budgeting under the Speaker of the House. You have the leadership and committees under these positions. Sprinkle in the President's cabinet members and agencies like the IRS. Integrate the state congresses and local governments. Now mix in the lobbyists, secret agencies, dealings with world governments, and more. You have businesses that make the money scattered under various controls and groups. Finally, there are the people, you at the bottom of the totem pole, working for business, buying products and being taxed to pay everyone up the feeding chain. All of the above control organization is then squeezed into another relationship organization that once again intermingles the relationships. These relationships are created based on timing, luck, and rules that force you to deal with people above you and below you that you may or may not know. As example, you may be a person that buys food at a local discount store. Part of the money from that purchase works its way up the product chain. The shippers, warehouse distribution centers, company overhead, company employees, and owners. The same product chain pays off the local health department, local government, oversight committees, FDA, Congress, and even the President's salary. Please note the salary is small in this case, but chances are the President appointed a relative to the local health department, so he still ends up with a bigger chunk. In this same example, you might work for a local pawn shop for a salary. Part of that salary you spend at the local department store previously, but now you have a whole new chain of people you pay. You are taxed and the money ends up through some mysterious chain that no one knows that pays for schools, fire departments, police, and jet fuel to Martha's Vineyard and the golf green fees for the President and a plane full of cronies. Your job helps move products from sellers to buyers in the pawn shop. The sellers make a little profit, and they pay up their own complex chain of relationships depending on how they ended up in the menagerie of the organization. You might accidentally be in one of those special deals where the President authorizes his secret organization to run guns through your pawn shop. Because of the high volume of sales, you may receive a bonus of pay that increases your financial status. Of course, your increased pay in this case helps fund a whole new chain of hoodlums of a completely different organization. Here is the main point. Everything you do is watched and controlled through your money and the banking system. The government can come in and take away what they want anytime they choose. They restrict you and tax you via completely different chains up the organization. This is the real Big Brother in control of everything you do. Most people of the world are oppressed and live in fear of the worldwide Big Brother organization, starting with their local government, to the state, to the federal, to the international, to the real control of those in charge of the banking system. Take my word for it, we have the same type of pyramid scheme as the U.S. government, but we are outside the banking system. This is huge, especially if you are oppressed or want to use your money freely without some control agency dictating everything about your life. I'm not going to show you a bunch of screenshots or fake checks from something that sells itself on the internet. Nor will you have to buy my book or opt in with your email, phone, and other information before you know everything you need to know to make a decision. I am not going to brag about the company product that makes the company legal for technical reasons. The product is available in just about every professional company providing tools for their sales force. I am not going to hype you about the gonna have stuff and marketing from the company that is supposed to make you tons of money. I am going to tell you why you should be doing this as fast as possible. Most everything you need can be found at http://topdoggie.com, TOPDOGGIE.com, for free about the program, strategy, details, etc. But here is why you need to join me as soon as possible. Bitcoins. Lots of Bitcoins. A Bitcoin generator. If you do not know what Bitcoins are or why generating lots of Bitcoins is important, then read everything at TopDoggie.com. Now I'm going to tell you how to generate the coins. The majority of people using Bitcoins today are either gamblers or oppressed people trying to escape the theft of their money by their country. Yes, there are shady people too, but those same shady people use US dollars, gold, and food for the same transactions. Imagine you are a poor but smart person in an oppressed country. Imagine you could find a way to amass income completely undetectable by anyone. Sure, someone might know you are making Bitcoins, but they do not know how many or where the Bitcoins are at. Once you generate enough of them, you can spend just enough to travel out of your country, whereupon you would have your fortune immediately available, never to return to oppression. Can you imagine how big this market is to market to? Billions. Yes, I said billions of people would want to enter this type of program if they could generate secure income. Imagine you are a gambler and cannot stop the habit. If you drop $100 or 1 Bitcoin on a race, what are your chances of return? 3 or 4 weeks later, will that same Bitcoin still be trying to win the race? No, of course not. Well, with my program, your 1 Bitcoin will try to win for a month. Because of how the business builds, you have a chance it will win another Bitcoin or more in 30 days to pay 1 Bitcoin for another month. The catch is the second month has a far greater chance of making more Bitcoins than the first one. Each month after that just increases the number of Bitcoins you can generate. Here's where it gets better. If you tell an oppressed person how to generate coins or a gambler how to generate coins, you automatically increase the number of coins you can generate. As example, you can generate about 7 coins a month worth about $700 at the time of this video just by buying our product, whatever that is, and waiting for others in your upline and downline pyramid organization trying to generate Bitcoins that automatically help you. If you help one other person to generate Bitcoins, you increase your potential count to about 13 Bitcoins a month. If you help 2 people to generate Bitcoins, you can increase your potential to about 770 Bitcoins worth about $77,000 a month at the time of this video. I do not know about you, but spending 1 Bitcoin and telling a few people that either need Bitcoins or have Bitcoins and potentially creating hundreds or even thousands of Bitcoins a month sounds like something I want to do right now. All you need to do is join our program and pay your first month Bitcoin, then tell 2 or more people to potentially make tens of thousands of Bitcoins. Go to http://topdoggie.com, then click the Join for Free button. On the company page that gives you the product, whatever that is, click the Join button at the top right. Fill out your information and join for free. Only an email and password are needed in the program. You can change anything, anytime. Check into your back office and find out how to get a Bitcoin and pay your first month membership. Go back to TopDoggie.com and click the Click Here to Get the Doggone Truth button. Watch the first 2 videos on the video page. Then go to work telling others. After 5 referrals that join as members, you have the potential of making an extra 1,440 Bitcoins each month per paid referral member in your pyramid. Once again, all the details are on TopDoggie.com. Your odds are more like betting on the moon rising than a horse winning. If you do not join now and tell others to make Bitcoins on them, it will only be a matter of time before they will be calling you to make Bitcoins from you. I am the top dog at TopDoggie.com, and if you join me, you will have the best tools and support to help you generate as many Bitcoins as you wish. You will be in my pyramid, and I am forced to fill mine to make Bitcoins. P.S. We are really not a pyramid or illegal, but it is easier to tell it this way than explain it. The government of Germany just accepted Bitcoin as legal tender. We all know that where Germany goes in the financial market is where Europe goes, and so goes the world. Join now. http://topdoggie.com, TopDoggie.com. Click Join for Free. Then click the Join button in the top right of the company page. Happy peer mating and living free of oppression and control.